have quit operating.
And they're private businesses, meant for profit. Yeah.
I don't know for sure what Good Samaritan. I think they're a non-profit, aren't they, Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it needs to operate as a business for profit, or it doesn't make sense.
Well, what you got to look at is the people of Cheyenne County did not want to close it. They voted to run it, and they
No.
voted to give the 6 mills. And until somebody comes up and wants to re-vote on it, we're not going to change.
What's the process to start a petition for that?
You'd have to consult an attorney for that.
Whether county or state ordinance isn't there?
I don't know the answer right off the top of my head, Mike.
Because I know a lot of people voted for the swimming pool, but just as many did not. And a lot of people don't, myself included, don't think we should ever spend that kind of money.
Well,
There's
there
just so
again,
much, there's a limit to what can be done in a small community.
yeah, we're well aware of that.
And
Extremely well aware of it.
increasing the size of government, the taxes, is not a way to solve the issue. Why would somebody move here for high taxes?
We got a lot of people moving here right now.
I've heard there's some houses are selling, but they're mainly hunters,
Quite
Residents.
a few more than was 10, 15 years ago,
but it just seems.
because we have a good health care system.
The cost, yeah, there are very good doctors, but 2 were just run off.
There again, that was out of our control. We don't run the management part of that.
Are you responsible for the hospital?
Just the finances.
I thought you owned it. Does not the county own that?
The county owns it, but it is managed.
Managed. We pay a management group, just like we do the nursing home and assisted living, to manage those facilities for us.
Just doesn't seem like an appropriate function of tax dollars
Well,
when you keep increasing taxes.
yeah, we sympathize with you. The answers aren't easy. All the questions you've had have all been asked before. And,
So the meeting today is to discuss increasing taxes?
no. The purpose of today's was receiving your personal property tax in a timely manner.
In real estate.
I only read the part of the top part. But it still comes, that's where all this is being paid for, is real estate taxes, which are too high.
Okay, but yeah, that was the purpose this morning of the meeting.
Well, then we'll discuss this, I'll discuss with somebody about petitions.
Anybody else have some concerns?
My only concern was my statement I got Saturday, the date on it was 11/22. I just, there's like 3 weeks in there that, I don't know where that statement was for 3 weeks.
I can't answer that.
It was in the treasurer's office.
Okay. That was my only concern.
Good morning.
Morning.
You might want to let them know about what you said about the date that they have to be mailed out, or that they have to be out.
I consulted the Attorney General's office last week in regards to the situation because there were so many concerns regarding the timeliness of the statements being sent out. And according to the Attorney General's office and Kansas statute, the county treasurers have until December 15th to put those in the mail. However, they are still due on December 20th. And come December 20th, if any taxes are paid after December 20th, according to the Attorney General's office, late fee penalties and interest will accrue, and the taxpayer is responsible for that. And I argued with them, as I told the commissioners earlier, I argued with them to try and figure out how an extension could be granted because of the timeliness with the mail, etc. And I was met with absolute resistance. And their recommendation was, if you have a problem with the way in which this is set up, get a hold of your legislator.
Kansas Treasury Association holds a lot of weight in Topeka, so it's a big battle.
Those were set up before we had Pony Express to North Platte and
Yeah.
that too.
Very true.
You know, that doesn't, I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't help.
that's his dad.
Probably when it was set up, 90-some% of the landowners lived right here.
Right.
And they got the
And they
tax
got their
statements
tax
the following
statement.
day.
Yeah.
But it does seem weird to me that you print them on the 22nd and not mail them for 3 weeks. I know it didn't take 3 weeks to get them, I didn't look at the postmark. It's usually 3 days. So, that's what I thought was really weird.
Well, we all understand what, we all feel the same. But by law, she did nothing wrong.
Right.
Okay, well, let's move on. Leslie?
I thought I'd just give you guys an update in regards to caseload for the past year as county attorney. As of today, we've had 67 criminal cases, 122 traffic cases, 1 juvenile case, 11 fish and game, and 11 child in need of care. So we're trying to maintain, because there is a caseload study that is being conducted by Topeka to justify 1 judge per county,
Yeah.
the number of district judges we have, et cetera.
And that comes up every few years, it seems like. But sounds like we've got justification whether we want it or not.
Yes, it's been a busy year.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Leslie?
Nope, not today.
Okay. Scott?
All right. You guys had talked about giving EMS and fire a bonus for the Cherry Creek fire. Just need you to approve it. That's kind of a letter to be sent out. That's the people on there.
Or to sign.
I mean, totally, yeah.
I didn't even add them all. I can't remember what there is. That'll be for the next payroll.
Do you remember, did we have a figure in mind, or?
$100 is what was brought up. But it's up to you guys.
Ron, what we're trying to do is offer a little bit of a reward, for a better lack of terms, for all the first responders and emergency preparedness, and for the Cherry Creek fire. And we have a list of names. I'm assuming it was provided by you. So
The total comes to 60 or 61.
it's a little
The
louder.
total is 60 or 61 with First City Fire, St. Francis Fire, and EMS.
Okay. And we had discussed $100 at one time. The only question is what funds can we take that out of?
It's gonna have to come out of theirs, but there is money in both EMS and fire.
Any discussion?
I think we need to do it.
Okay. All we need is a motion.
I move that we give all the first responders $100 bonus for responding to the Cherry Creek fire.
Okay, and need to let it be known that they went way up and beyond their call of duty here. They,
It's not very much, but we appreciate their help.
yes, sir.
I think it just needs to be mentioned for their service all year long.
For their service all year long.
Oh, sure. Yeah, but their response to that fire was phenomenal, so, yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Eddie ought to know. Okay, you want us to sign this one?
No,
No, okay.
I'll get you 61 of these.
Oh, my, thank you. Okay, I had a motion and a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Hospital contacted me, the board member, what did I say it was, Jane Young. Her position is up, and I went ahead and advertised, since we're getting pretty close to the end of the year. I put an ad in the paper, I think it was in last week, so we'll need to, hopefully we get some applications and
I do too. Because
approved by the end of the year.
that's now a 5-person board, and so it's kind of important to get that 5th one put on there as soon as we can.
Jane's not gonna, she's resigning her.
Yeah, I don't think she wants back on there, so. Also, I had an individual call, upset that there's an individual from Bird City. They wanted their mom to be able to ride to Bankelman to see her husband. He was in the hospital. According to what I was always told and what was on our website is we could not go out of state. I gave her the number for my contact for the transportation van at KDOT. He called back and he said that was never, ever a state thing. He says, I don't know where it ever came from.
The fact that we couldn't leave
We
the
couldn't
state,
leave the state.
wasn't that tied to the insurance on the thing?
No, it was, as far as what it was said on the website was, it was per the state, we couldn't do that. And that, the only thing that has to happen is the ride has to originate from Kansas,
So
in
technically
our
then,
county.
so then that opens up the possibility of taking people, let's say, to Denver.
As busy as we are, I mean, the commissioners can set that we can't, but as far as the state, there was never, I don't know where it came from, it was on our website that the grant limited us, we couldn't, and he said there was never anything from the state of Kansas Department of Transportation that,
Was a grant through the state?
yeah, through KDOT.
God, I'm trying to remember back. There seemed like there was some little quirk in there, though, that I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so
I can check with K-Camp, but
that's who
what
I
it,
was
what it
just.
said on the website was because of the grant, we could not go out of the state of Kansas, and that wasn't true. So we have removed that off, and if you guys wanna, I mean, we'll have to go through our stuff. The chances of that ever happening is, we're so busy right now, we can hardly get a trip to Goodland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't want to go too far.
No.
No.
You,
I don't think we want to open it up outside of. Well, geez, I don't know. I don't know where you'd cut it off at.
well, yeah, I mean,
Because basically the same distance between Hayes as it is to Denver.
mhm.
But there again, that's going to come down to simply scheduling conflicts.
Right, and right now, I don't see it a problem because we are way too busy to
even attempt.
using it here in town and using it in Bird City to even attempt to. I think we've had one Goodland trip in the past 3, 4, 5 months, so.
Okay, but
But if there is somebody that wants to go to Bankelman, it has to originate in Cheyenne County.
so the individual in Bird City is still needing a ride, or is that
I don't know.
passed, or
You
used?
know,
So how long do you wait on somebody? I mean, like if you'd go to Benkelman, is there a,
we'll set
Time-
time when they
time.
want to go and when they want to come back so that we know if we can, you know, our next whoever after that. I mean, it's,
it'd be pretty hard to do, wouldn't it?
Yep.
right.
Yeah, with
What would, you know, if, I think the last one that
Over
Goodland
there, one
was
stayed
a
longer
doctor's
than an hour.
appointment, and you know how doctor's
You
appointments
sit there
go.
for
and
3
Yeah,
hours
you don't
waiting
know.
for 'em.
Well, when I
It
was
was after
driving,
5
we
when they
used
got
to
back.
drop
because
them off
of
and
the
then come back here in Goodland or whatever. But I think if they went to Bankelman, that'd be quite a drive for two, you know, twice.
well,
Yeah,
Can we still charge to
there's
go
still
up?
be a charge, but it's only 2 miles out of, it's not gonna be a very big charge. It's 2 miles out of county, I think, isn't it?
yeah,
Something like that.
Benkelman?
to the hospital. Yeah.
Well, we